Alright, hello everyone, this is InUse here, coming to you. I've been working on my SLiDeR. That's who he's playing against. Yeah, this is who we're watching. Boom! mouzStrelok and SLiDeR. Mouse is the clan, Strelok's the player. I don't know if it's Mouse or Mouse. I think it's Mouse. But anyways, what we're going to be having here is a Terran versus Protoss on Xel'Naga Caverns, a very familiar map to all, I'm sure, by now, after, you know, being in the map pool for forever. But, yeah, so anyways, the reason that I haven't been casting for a while is just because that I've been taking a break. I came into more computer problems, and it's just been, you know, just kind of been not good for me lately. So anyways, I'm back and I have a nice round of 3 that I talked about in my very last video, going for scout. Just check, make sure there's no proxy pylon there. Anyways, yeah, this is the round of 3, or best of 3, best of 5, I don't know, but there's 3 games, and I'm pretty sure I've got them in order. This will be the first one, and then as I said, 2 more to come. So I don't know if it's best of 5 or if it was a best of 3 with 3 games. Yeah, I don't know. But just so y'all know, there's 3 games coming out. 2 more to be cast after this one. And as you can tell, I kind of got my mic to work a little bit better, and that's good. It's always good to be able to hear the caster. You know, hopefully I've got the in-game volume set correctly. Both players just going to be going standard opening, you know, gateway, chrono boosting out the little probes as they mine and scout and mine and scout, and the little SCVs as they scout and mine, and yeah, you know. Both players only on 1 gas right now, and the orbital command coming out for Strelok. This is a tourney exhibition match, whatever you want to call it, obviously because of the green and blue colors. Marine gonna be able to snipe the probe? Yes, he is able to snipe the probe before it gets too far into the base, but really didn't find out too much. Is the SCV gonna have the same fate? Is he going to be able to? No, he's not going to be able to be killed by our blue Protoss SLiDeR. Cybernetics core just finishing, and the Zealot almost done. This is before 1.3.3 or whatever, the newest one that has the increased warp gate time. These are kind of old replays, but they're supposedly really good still, so yeah. And I don't think I've seen this been cast by anybody else. So chrono boosting out the Stalker instead of the warp gate tech, which is going to be of no use really. I mean, he's going to be able to deny further scouting later in the game, but I think it would have been better to chrono boost that warp gate tech instead. Over here we got the nice Wallen with supply depots, which I don't like, because if those go down, then you lose, you know, what is it, 8 times 3, 24 supply. So yeah, that's just not good to me. But apparently there's a little bit of lag. Yep, going for the Marauder slow and some Hellions, which is surprising. You don't see Hellions versus Protoss very much, except for to harass the mineral line a little bit. This Stalker could very well get taken out, especially if that Marauder slow finishes. Maybe that Hellion will just be able to do some more harass. If that Marauder does get a shot off, though, yeah, Stalker's definitely going down, as his head, or whatever that is, flies into the air and burns to death. Yeah. Alright. Looks like they paused the game due to a little bit of lag. Always just annoying, you know, to be playing a tournament and have to deal with lag. RoboBay coming out before... Oh, nope, never mind. There are... Wow, I missed that. I'm horrible. Sorry about that. Starport coming out on the tech lab that was used on the barracks to get those Marauders out and concuss their shells. The poor Hellion going to get stuck back here, but is going to be able to do some scouting. We realize that there's a RoboBay robotics facility. Used to be a bay in Starcraft 1. But, yeah, just 3-gate robo for SLiDeR, and Strelok's going to be pushed back, and not going to leave anything at the towers. This little SCV just doing a little bit more scouting around, just making sure there's no proxy anythings. or maybe just going for a back... Where did that even go to? Ah, it goes right there, the Vespene Geyser. Well, SCV's going to be doing a little bit of scouting. We got a starport coming out, and cloaked Banshee's on the way, and a couple more barracks. So probably see some Marine Marauder medevac, unless you know, I'm wrong, which is highly likely. You know, I'm only top gold, but I try to follow the game pretty good. You know, oh yeah, by the way, I'm top gold now instead of top silver, which is dope. You know, I mean, just after, you know, a few exhibition matches and stuff, yeah, I've been able to work my way back up to top gold, and I've actually been going against platinum players a lot lately, so should be moving up, hopefully, cross your fingers. A Immortal and a couple Stalkers, a few Zealots, I believe, are also out on the field. Just take a look at the unit tab. 29 to 28 workers. Favoring our green Terran. And let's get rid of this here. Shoom! Alright, well. Little Banshee hiding in the back. Probably see a cannon. There's no forge. Robotics bay on the way. And so we will not see a cannon for a while, if he does eventually. There is an observer back here, though. Great idea to keep a watch on this Banshee. Make sure no other units get past there. Although there is another Banshee coming in and cloaks a little early before he can get enemy harassed. And there is no observer down here, and he's probably going to be able to get a couple pot shots off and pick off just a couple probes. Just another observer kind of floating around. He may have saw that Banshee, and yes, that Banshee is going to get one kill and move out of there. Oh, maybe get a second. Oh yes, he gets a second kill off, and does not have enough energy for cloak, which is not good. Our SLiDER's going to be taking out these rocks at the gold expansion, which is good because Terran on this map, get this expansion, get a planetary fortress, and possibly get 2 planetary fortresses, bunker up, missile turret up, and just block off like this whole part of the map. We do have a Raven on the field for SLiDER, and he's going to be pushing out, it looks like. The observer floating past, going to see that at Banshee. I don't know if it saw the army. Couple more Marauders and medevac. Yep, these two are going to be switching. The reactor is going to go for the starport, so we'll probably be seeing a lot of medevacs, if not some Vikings, in case he does know about that. Let's see. SLiDER, he does not know that there is that robotics bay right there. Robo Bay. That's where the new Robo Bay is. Anyways, a little bit of a battle going to be going on here, getting off some shots to that Banshee. Just to soften the army up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And with that detector, you will be able to take out the observers as well, which is just kind of annoying. I mean, they're pretty hefty gas unit. And we have the factory just kind of floating around, because right now it's really useless. There's no point when going with the Marine Marauder Bio Ball. And 2 Colossus on the field for SLiDER, and the Banshee going to be doing a little bit more harass. I still believe there's no forge out, and Thermal Lance is about halfway done, so those Colossus are going to be very powerful here in a minute. This factory probably going to get taken out by these Stalkers, or just ignored as the Colossus walk through the factory. Kind of interesting. It is not going to get picked off, and if it does, then I'd be kind of surprised. It's just a floating factory. It's not going to do anything, right? Wrong. It could be placed somewhere later. But I don't know, though. Don't know. I do not preview my games before I cast them, because I'm awesome. No, I'm just kidding. But really, though, I am awesome. You should all subscribe to me, because I'm so cool. Not really. Command Center coming out. He's going to be going for that 3rd expansion. Going to be picking up that high yield mineral awesomeness, which you bring back 7 instead of 5. Mule's going to be fading off, and if we look at the unit tab, let's check out the worker count. They're even, 49 to 48, and well, 2 mules makes it not even, but those mules will fade off and die here fairly soon, and it's now 50 to 49. So SLiDER's still working on that worker count just a little bit, and I don't. Yep. They both are still working on that worker count, which is great. You always want to make sure you've got workers coming out. And SLiDER, instead of he broke both rocks. So he may be going for an yes, he's going for the gold expansion, and he may go for this expansion as well, but we'll be sad to find that there's a Marine there who will probably take out his probe if he does not move a scouting unit who can kill that Marine. Have a couple Vikings on the field. I do believe that he knows there are Colossus on the field, and yep, just a couple proxy pylons going all over the map, because with that warp gate tech, it is it helps so much with reinforcements, and yeah, to be able to warp in units anywhere on the map is just it's an amazing technological advance that this alien race from you know, it's been around for ages. It's just they know how to do stuff. We do have a forge finally, +1 weapons on the way. And no cannons in the base yet, still just an observer at the mineral line. Is there one here? No. Command center going to be moving out, and probably upgraded into a planetary fortress, as it was not upgraded into an orbital command before it moved out. A weak Banshee, a couple weak Banshees that are just kind of softened up. They'll be able to get taken out pretty quickly, unless they do cloak and he takes out the observers. Then they will be very cost effective. And 3 Colossus on the field now, the expansion going up for our Protoss player. About the same time that this planetary fortress is going down. The only thing is that this isn't finished, and this is. So he can immediately send SCVs like he just did, and be going up for that right now. And Strelok's moving out here, taking a scan just to see what's going on, see if there's any army there. The army is not there yet, and he does not pick off that pylon, leaves it with 55 HP, and has quite a few Vikings here. When he sets up some point defense drones just to help those Vikings out and make them not get shot by those stalkers, and a smart move. I like the Raven and their point defense drones for that, just because it just blocks off another shot just as it comes, which is always good. You know, I mean, if you can deflect a shot, why not? Why not? Alright, this Marine going to be scouting up, see that he broke the rocks, and sees that he's also putting up some pylons right here, has more gateways to kind of wall this off, make sure that no, actually, a Marine might be able to slip through there, but I don't think a Hellion could. There's a big battle going on up here that I missed, and I am so sorry for that. But yeah, the Terran army is just getting annihilated. Now that all the Colossus are gone, he's forced to land these, and they don't do too good on the ground. They only do 12 damage, and they're kind of slow. But if you have them, use them. You know, I mean, they're not doing anything up in the air except for just flying there. So still going to be taking these off. And look at the protection tab, just armor for our Protoss. He's not making anything right now. All of his warp gates probably on cooldown, yes, and it's not looking good for him. This could very well be GG from SLiDeR. Yeah, this Colossus is going to get taken out, picked off by these Banshees. There's just, yep, and SLiDeR GG's right there. And Strelok also GG SLiDeR. So, that was game 1. Pretty quick, and I'm sorry that we missed that battle. I'm going to go back to that real quick. Real quick, hopefully. It was not that far back, I'm sorry. Come on. Load the... Aha. Alright. Here it is. Army moving out, and it actually probably is like 16 minutes in. Oh snap. Here it is. Alright. No, this is where he picked off the pylon, left it with 55 HP. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave it here for now. We're gonna go faster a little bit. He moves in, takes out the Nexus, supply blocks the Protoss player. Takes out another pylon just so that he can't flank him from the back, and here it comes. He's going to take out these drones, and this is where the battle comes. Boom! Force fields blocking all those units in, making it so that they can't run those Colossus with that thermal lance, just taking out all those Marines, especially after this impact. There's not enough medevac support to heal him up fast enough, and the Vikings, yep, you saw everything from here on out, peeps. And so that's game 1. Hope you enjoyed it, and 2 more games to come. SLiDeR just miss-macroing, I'd say. He just didn't produce enough units, and just like he could have moved those Colossus out, focus fired the Vikings a little bit more. I don't know. It was a good game though. So let's move on to game number 2. This is InUse, and I will see you guys later.